Okay, hello Math 8. This is the first of many low-tech videos that you're going to get from me. I hope they're helpful. I'll try and keep them short and sweet. But the purpose of these is so that you can have them to watch and pause, rewind, go at your own pace, and I hope they help. So let's get right into it. Here is the correct way to do the math problem from your last assignment, and the way this class procedure will work, as I've explained in other places, is I'm going to always give you a chance to do self-correcting, working alone or sometimes with your classmates, before you finally submit something. That's a habit that I really want you to get into on how to check and fix your own work. And so it's something I believe is part of the learning process. So here we go. Here's how we do this, and then you can try and reproduce it for yourself. I apologize for the squeaking noise in the background. That's my squeaky chair, which I'll try and fix as soon as I can. So the question, and I'll just say one more about this. I don't necessarily know that I expect you all to be comfortable with this math yet, but it is an order of operations problems. So if you remember, we have PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents. So I'm going to write exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. All right, and so what this problem is asking is you're going to evaluate, which means you find the value of this expression using the value x equals -5. So we need to substitute or replace -5 in for x. And it's going to be a little bit tricky because in some cases, like x is being squared, so we're going to need to use parentheses just to make sure that that -5 gets carried along with the x. So here's what it looks like. 2, instead of x, we're going to put a -5, and it's being squared, minus 3. Instead of x, we're going to put a -5, plus 2. So all we have left now is an order of operations problem to evaluate. We go off to the left there. There are parentheses, but parentheses meaning is there a group that there's an operation that needs to be done. And in this case, the parentheses are just to show that clearly that we have a negative number there. So there's nothing to do inside parentheses. So you go on to exponents. We do have an exponent. Yay. So here's our exponent right here. And so we're going to do that first. So -5 to the second power means -5 times -5. -5 times -5 is positive 25. So directly below, I'm just going to write that, and I'm going to rewrite everything else. This is the way to organize your thinking, doing one step at a time. Now there's no more exponents, so we go on, and what we're going to do next is multiplication and division from left to right as we come to it. So the first operation we see here is 2 times 25. That's multiplication. Let's do it. 50 minus 3 times -5 plus 2. Now we go from left to right. Do we see any more multiplication? Yes, we do. That has to come next. It's a minus 3 times 5, so we're going to go 50 minus 3 times -5 is a -15. So this is going to look like that. Okay, and now we're left with no more multiplication or addition, so now we're going to do addition and subtraction in order. The first thing we come to is a subtraction problem, and this is something that always confuses people. We'll do more about this throughout the year, but one thing that I think you've learned, I used to call it same, opposite, opposite. I think your teachers have taught keep it, change it, flip it. So if that's the case, we're going to keep the 50, change, and flip. So really that 50 minus -15 becomes a 50 plus a positive 15. And that is 65 plus 2. So we should get 67. Now my final caveat here is that Sometimes I do things wrong. Most of the time I do it right, but sometimes I do it wrong, and it's always a little embarrassing, but that's okay. You can catch me and tell me I did something wrong. I'll try not to do things wrong very often, because then I will take you, I'll mislead you, but I hope that I got this one right, and you will work together with your partners or by yourself to fix your own jam and then resubmit it.